Good day, everyone. Welcome to Hannah's Talk, where knowledge unfolds. In today's video, I'll be discussing one of the examples of instructional system design models, specifically the Assure model, developed by Robert Henich, Michael Molenda of Indiana University, and James D. Russell of Purdue University. The Assure model stands as a well-known instructional design guide that integrates multimedia and technology to enhance the learning environment. The Assure model ensures that e-learning initiatives are tailored to optimize learning outcomes. This approach not only enhances understanding and retention, but also fosters critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and a deeper engagement with the learning content, ultimately benefiting the overall learning experience for students across diverse educational settings. Word Assure stands for A. Analyze learners, S for state objectives, S for select methods, media, and materials, U for utilize media and materials, R for require learner participation, and E for evaluate and revise. Each of these components play a crucial role in creating engaging and effective e-learning experiences. First is we analyze the learners. The audience should be studied prior to the conception of the design. It is important to analyze learners for us to consider their skills, prior knowledge, attitude, age, grade, and learning style, which will help us to know their strengths and weaknesses, as well as identify the possible teaching strategies we can integrate to cater to their educational needs. Second, state objectives. After we know the characteristic of our learners, we will go to define our learning objectives or goals that we want our learners to achieve. Our objective should be SMART, stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It is important for us to have a well-defined set of objectives because they serve as the roadmap of our instructional design process to achieve the best learning outcomes. Third, select methods, media, and materials. The teacher should select the appropriate instruction methods that we will use to deliver the content. It could be done through lectures, demonstrations, group activities, discussions, hands-on experiments, multimedia presentation, or a combination of these methods. Additionally, the selection of technology, media, and materials plays a crucial role in enhancing the learning experience. This may include using educational apps, interactive simulations, videos, textbooks, worksheets, and other resources that align with the instructional goals and cater to the diverse learning style of the students. By carefully selecting methods, technology, media, and materials, teachers can create engaging and effective learning environments that promote understanding, retention, and application of knowledge. Fourth, utilize media and materials effectively is essential for enhancing the teaching and learning experience. Once the methods of instruction are selected, incorporating technology, media, and materials becomes the next step in the teaching process. This involves integrating digital tools, multimedia resources, and physical materials into the instructional design to support and reinforce learning objectives. Fifth, it requires learner participation. As a teacher, it is important that we know how to actively engage our learners in our activities as well as in our discussions. This involves implementing strategies such as group activities to encourage collaboration, facilitating meaningful classroom discussions that value diverse perspectives, integrating interactive elements like games and simulations to keep students engaged, and providing timely feedback to guide their progress. The last step is to evaluate and revise. Evaluate your teaching strategies, the media, the technology you use, and how you implemented them. Also, you should determine if the lessons and learners met your objectives and if the overall experience catered to their individual needs. Feedback from your learners is important in this step to help you with your analysis. You can prompt them to take surveys on how the lesson has impacted them, which can be determined whether it is effective or not. The Assure model provides a structured framework for instructional design, focusing on technology integration and learner engagement through 6 key steps. In comparison to other instructional design models like ADDIE model and DID model, the Assure model stands out for its emphasis on active learner participation and the strategic use of multimedia resources. One additional point to consider is that the Assure model offers a more flexible approach compared to some other models. While ADDIE follows a sequential process, Assure encourages educators to continually assess and revise their instructional strategies based on ongoing evaluation and feedback. This nature allows for greater adaptability and responsiveness to learners' evolving needs and technological advancement. Furthermore, the Assure model focus on media and material selection aligns closely with modern teaching practices that leverage technology to enhance learning outcomes. By incorporating multimedia elements such as videos, interactive simulations, and online resources, educators can create engaging and interactive learning experiences that cater to diverse learning styles and preferences. To apply the Assure model in a PE classroom setting, I would use my sport, table tennis, as an example, focusing on the topic basic skills in table tennis. To align with the target learners, we should refer to the curriculum guide for PE, which indicates that this topic is covered in grade 7, which ages 12 to 13 years old in second quarter. To start, we need to analyze the students to understand their characteristics and tailor the instruction effectively. First, we should identify their learning styles, whether they are visual, kinesthetic, or auditory learners. Given the flexible nature of PE, we can incorporate all three learning styles to meet their needs and ensure no one is left behind. Additionally, we should ask questions or prompt them to analyze pictures or videos related to table tennis to know their prior knowledge or experience with the sports. This will build a solid foundation for the lesson and ensure that the content is engaging and relevant to their level of understanding. Following our discussion and observation of their skills, abilities, and knowledge in the topic, it is the time to outline and state the objectives of our lesson. These objectives are aligned with cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. The learner should be able to identify the basic skills in table tennis, display active participation in executing basic skills in table tennis, demonstrate the basic skills of playing table tennis. It is crucial to clearly state these objectives to guide the learners as well as communicate the expected learning outcome. Next, we proceed with selecting materials, media, technology, and methods for the teaching and learning process. The chosen media for presenting the lesson includes Canva presentations, printed materials like pictures, handouts, and step-by-step guides in text format, video tutorials, plays, and demonstrations. The technology incorporated involves the use of laptops, projectors, and speakers. Additionally, the materials needed for table tennis include tables, paddles, balls, and net. As for the strategy, it is essential to utilize demonstration as a guide, practice drills, and peer teaching. After finalizing our selection of materials, media, and methods, the next step is to implement them effectively. This process begins by preparing the learning environment, whether it is a gym for physical activities or a classroom for theoretical sessions. For a table tennis lesson, this may involve arranging the tables, setting up necessary equipment like rackets and balls, and ensuring the functionality of audiovisual aids such as projectors and speakers for video demonstrations. Once the physical setup is ready, it is essential to review all the instructional materials beforehand. This includes checking videos for content and quality, ensuring presentation slides are clear and informative, and organizing printed materials for distribution. Additionally, verifying the internet connection speed and ensuring the laptop or device used for presentation has sufficient battery life are crucial steps to prevent interruption during the lesson. By taking these preparatory measures, we can ensure a smooth and productive learning experience for the students. The next crucial step involves actively encouraging or requiring learner participation, which is essential for effective teaching. This can be achieved through a variety of interactive activities tailored to engage our learners effectively. In this context, learner participation is of utmost importance, and it should be evident through the teacher demonstration. The teacher should prompt learners to stand up and move, mimicking the step-by-step fundamentals of table tennis. Moreover, learners should feel encouraged to ask questions whenever they encounter difficulties in following a step. That is why feedback also plays a vital role in this process. It helps correct and improves learners' understanding and execution of skills. The teacher's responsibility is to guide, facilitate, and motivate them throughout this process to ensure maximum participation and achieve desired learning outcome. To finalize our assessment of the effectiveness of our discussions, we will conduct a practical assessment as the sixth step of evaluation and revision. During this assessment, students will demonstrate their understanding by performing basic skills in table tennis. This includes maintaining the proper stance and gripping the paddle correctly. This hands-on approach ensures that students not only grasp the theoretical aspect but also apply them in a practical setting, reinforcing their learning and skill development. Following the practical assessment, the teacher will administer a survey to gauge the students' understanding of the topic and their confidence in performing the basic skills of table tennis for that day. This feedback will analyze along with the assessment results to identify areas for improvement. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something from me. Again, this is Hannah's Talk, where knowledge unfolds.